The role of procurement is to source and agree on terms with suppliers, whilst the role of purchasing is to issue the instruction to suppliers to deliver goods or services to meet the business objectives. And it is important for purchasing to have clear objectives, such as ensure products are available to support the operations of the business,
ensure that the business receives the right quality and quantity of suppliers to meet the demands identified. Purchasing must ensure that there are procurement policies in place to provide governance on how a company vets and chooses their supplier.
Purchasing have a responsibility to contribute to cash flow improvements, which then affect the company's profitability.
Another goal of purchasing is to build long-standing relationships, certainly with their strategic suppliers.
Purchasing also needs to implement supplier standardization.
And of course, very importantly, purchasing needs to manage supplier performance using regular reviews on price agreements, contracts.
Within purchasing and procurement, there are many functions, such as the buying function, which includes a wide variety of activities, such as receiving requisitions, analyzing supply capabilities, and so forth.
There will sometimes be special projects that need to be attended to, such as building a new depot or a mine shaft, thus requiring selected suppliers to assist with delivering the correct materials to the building project.
Other functions within purchasing and procurement include following up and expediting orders, as well as administration and management.
Environmentally responsible companies are now enforcing green procurement, which refers to sourcing goods that have a lesser negative impact on the environment.
Companies also need to be aware of ethical labor practice, meaning they source suppliers with fair and ethical labor practices only.
Purchasing needs to have a close relationship with their design and production departments, as well as finance and sales. In fact, in a manufacturing company, purchasing often forms part of the materials function, working closely with materials planning, warehousing, and transport.
And of course, within all of this planning, purchasing can affect an organization's profit. Imagine the CEO wants to see the profits of his company double up in the next year. He, however, does not expect sales to double and does not want to cut overheads, costs, or salaries. What else can be done? Quite simply, purchasing can negotiate costs with their suppliers and bring down the purchasing costs, which can have a positive influence on the bottom line.
Another important decision that needs to be made is whether to make purchasing a centralized or a decentralized management process. With centralized purchasing, all purchasing functions are done at one point, like at head office, whilst decentralized purchasing means that different divisions or depots are responsible for their own purchasing. Be warned, this decision cannot be taken lightly, as both methods have different advantages and disadvantages that need to be considered.
All the steps and documents used in the purchasing cycle can be found in your practitioner's guide. As can be seen, purchasing and procurement are very important to the supply chain, with every decision affecting the business and all the departments within it.